There is no limit to the possible creations of air dry clay. Here are some unique gift ideas from air dry clay, some easy clay projects. DIY gift ideas for him. For the men in your life, dad, granddad, husband, brother, boyfriend. For these projects, I tried to be as creative as I could while keeping things simple and easy to follow. And of course, not just for men. They're so lovely for anyone you would love to make a handmade gift for. Completely unique and all made from air dry clay. Air dry clay is a wonderful craft medium that you can roll out, you can sculpt, and then literally dry in the air. No need for an oven or a kiln, it's a wonderful craft medium. I took a chunk of the air dry clay, kneaded it all together into a nice neat ball, and rolled it out with my rolling pin, and then cutting it with something as simple as a ruler and pressing in these skewers, creating a little board for this game. I've cut 4 small equal sections of air dry clay, rolling these into neat little balls, and then I've scored both surfaces. I add some air dry clay slip, which is just water and air dry clay together. There's a video if you do want to learn more, and then blend these feet in place. With an item like this, I like to make sure the feet are fully flat. So take something flat and apply a small amount of pressure to make sure we're going to have a flat surface. The clay can then be left to dry fully, turning occasionally. This clay then dries to a crisp white, which can then be painted, and here I'm using acrylic paint. But before painting, while the air dry clay is still drying, you could go on to make those little board pieces, as this is going to be noughts and crosses tic-tac-toe. So many possibilities with these, and you can personalize the little pieces to the person that you're making it for. And I've chosen to make some oranges and lemons. Making these also from air dry clay, but then I have a little technique where I let the first one fully dry and then make a simple silicone mold out of some silicone putty. It then makes creating these air dry clay pieces much quicker and much easier. And I've managed to create those in just a few minutes. I do have a video where I make lots of these as well, if you'd also like to take a look at that one. Adding a little more paint to my board and setting everything aside to dry to come back to later. Moving on to the next air dry clay piece that I'm really looking forward to showing you. Rolling out the first piece of clay and cutting a disc with a cookie cutter, then rolling and cutting a long piece which will fit around the whole perimeter of the first disc. And this is going to be a clay planter, and I'm cutting out a shape here, the shape of a moustache. Any shape and any design goes here, so be creative, including a shape for the nose which could be of any design. I've gone for something simple just to show you how easy it really is. Simple can often be the most effective. I personally find it easier to attach these details and these features onto the flat clay before I put it round into the planter shape, using the score and slip method to firmly attach these together. Blending the sides down into the main body of the clay to make sure this is firmly attached. Take your time to make sure these pieces really do adhere nicely. I have some small cracks just in the clay, and so I'm taking a bit of air dry clay slip on my finger and smoothing everything out. Once I've added all of the added details onto the pot sides, I can do the score and slip method both on the edge and on the very rim of the disc, adding some slip and then lifting these together. I do have a full video on how to make pots like this if you do want to see this method in more detail. Blend all the seams to make them all into one again, and yes, it does look a little bit messy at first, but be gentle with it and persevere to get the results you require. Joints like this sometimes need a little more strength, and so I've rolled out a coil of air dry clay and I'm using this to give extra strength and smoothing this in place. All seams can be joined like this, and then I like to take some air dry clay slip on my fingers and smooth everything out. With a deeper pot like this, it's hard to get your fingers down onto the inside seam, so I use something like the end of my knife or a large paintbrush like this. A damp sponge can help you smooth everything out, either with some water or some air dry clay slip-on. If you don't want to smooth everything out, then you can always add texture to the whole piece, and that can really help you out if you're not that keen on smoothing the clay. Adding texture to the clay is really fun and can be really simple, like I do here with just a skewer. And hopefully you can see with air dry clay, you really do hardly need any new tools. The best tools are our hands and things you can find around your home. This is quite a thick and large piece, so I left it for about a week to dry, turning occasionally. And here he is, all dried, ready to paint, a lovely crisp white. And with the tap test, it helps you know that it is fully dry. Air dry clay can then be sanded with some fine sandpaper. Just make sure you don't breathe in any of that dust. Choose some fun colours that you'd like to paint it, but for this one I'm going in white to really make the moustache stand out. Instead of a moustache, you could always add some glasses, a different shaped nose, a beak, a snout, anything of your choice. Painting fully inside and out with acrylic paint, leaving it to dry fully before varnishing and sealing. Once everything is fully dry, sealing air dry clay is really important, just to make sure no moisture can get back into the air dry clay, otherwise it might hydrate itself again and go a little bit mushy. Add a little pot or a yogurt pot in the base, add a plant, and what a gorgeous gift this is. I absolutely love it, although I may just have to keep this one for myself. This next project's just a bit of fun, a toilet roll friend. Who wouldn't want a toilet roll friend? When creating a 3D item out of air dry clay that isn't hollow, I like to use tin foil as a starter. I make a basic shape out of tin foil like I do here, then I roll or pinch the clay a little bit flatter, and I cover the piece with air dry clay. I use this technique as I believe it gives the piece added strength, allows the piece to be more or less one thickness of air dry clay, which helps prevent cracking. It takes up less air dry clay and it allows the piece to dry quicker. Here on Red Rocking Bird, I just love to show you the way I love to create, and if you have a different way or you prefer other techniques, then go for it. We all do things differently and it's great to share our ideas. As you can see, I've covered the foil in the air dry clay, just using my hands and pinching and sculpting everything together. And then if you have your knife or a paintbrush, you can use this to add more indents and some details. Absolutely any shape goes here, and adding texture is a favorite with this kind of piece, as you don't have to smooth everything out. I just have a really bristly brush here, making some indents, and then my skewer again, just making some lines. And here is a second toilet roll friend in a slightly different design, this time just using a pencil to add some little details and little marks in there. These really are just a bit of fun, but a great technique that shows you how you could make any mini sculptures. I do have a video that goes into more detail on how to make mini animals and sculptures in this way if you'd like to see some other designs. Painting with acrylic paints and then sealing with a varnish or sealant, these make a really cute gift and a great addition to the bathroom. While I was making these, my oranges and lemons have fully dried, and I can give these a coat of acrylic paint. What kind of gifts do you like to make? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you do enjoy my videos, please do subscribe and come and say hi in the comments below. I really love painting little pieces like this, it's so therapeutic. So have a think what little designs you would make. I've given all the pieces a coat of water-based acrylic varnish, and it's ready to play or give as a gift. You could place in a cute little bag so all the pieces are kept together. Sometimes the simplest of designs are the best, and sometimes we just want to do a quick little project. Air dry clay comes in a few different colours, so I have the stone and the white here, and I'm rolling and twisting two of the pieces together to give a marbled effect, rolling it together to make a little stone shape with a flat base taking a piece of card or a ruler and making a slit, not quite to the bottom. Once dry and sealed, you have the simplest of photo holders. Similar could be made to hold a mirror like this. It's great fun to stamp into air dry clay, and I like to do this to make some magnets. If you have some cookie cutters, you could cut any shape out to make some magnets, or like I do here, take a knife and cut your own unique shape. Once dry, air dry clay can be sanded and then painted. Did you see my video a few weeks ago where I did lots of these letter stamps? If you didn't, take a look, it's a nice one. Super glue some magnets onto the back to make a lovely gift. I have these metal tins on my desk and I just thought, do you know, it would be really easy and a really nice idea to use these to make a little dish for a pack of cards. Or something to shake the dice into maybe while you're playing a game. Or a dish to simply store our keys or a loose change in. Using the lid of the tin as a template to cut out the shape of clay that I need, and then using that lid also to help mold and sculpt that air dry clay in place. Once I'm happy with the shape, I'll leave it there for about an hour or two to dry slightly, but I don't want it to dry in there fully. So here, after a couple of hours, I peel the air dry clay away. I wouldn't recommend peeling it back that harsh as it did actually split there, if you actually peel it off really gently and don't bend it back so much. These are the pieces now fully dry, and I can take a piece of sandpaper, they're lovely crisp and white, and I can sand down any imperfections. As with the other projects, giving everything a coat of acrylic paint, whatever colour of your choice, and here again I happen to be going white as I'm going to turn this into a playing card tray. Paint or sketch a design on first in pencil. To get a nice even heart shape, I've cut out a paper heart and I'm just going round this with my pencil. Then taking a nice fine paintbrush, I'm able to paint in all the nice details. By the side of my desk I had some magazines and it occurred to me, why not look through there for the letters? And I was thinking about tracing round them. And you can do this, and I do that here, but also why not cut them out and actually use these to glue on as well? And so I do a mixture of both for these lovely card dishes. If you don't like painting or you don't have a steady hand, you can also do the same for any design that you choose to add in the centre or all over these pieces. Find the parts of the project that you enjoy and concentrate on those. In the text there I had saving, and I thought I could use the ing and put it as king, so that's an option too. Be as creative and as fun as you wish. I either took an eraser and rubbed away the pencil marks, or took the white paint and touched up any areas, then give everything a coat of varnish just to protect everything. Be careful not to overbrush varnish, otherwise it can go a little bit cloudy. For this larger piece, I thought I'd use the stamp technique, so I have some air dry clay which I've stamped, like I did in the video that I was telling you about. These are fully dry, so I'm adding some glue on the back, putting everything in place, then I'll give everything a coat of varnish all over the top. A simple design and shape, but make a really lovely gift. From air dry clay, I really wanted to make a wobble head, a bobble head, whatever you call them, wobble head, bobble head. So I coiled some wire around my pencil to make a spring shape, taking some tin foil and making a shape on top of this, and that's going to be a little head. Sculpting the air dry clay around this, it could be any shape, any design, you could do an animal, and then I've got a little hat that I've made that's also got tin foil on the inside. And I realised this could be a full video in itself. If you'd like to see a video on how to make things like this, please let me know in the comments below. Which of these air dry clay projects would you make first, or what alternatives would you make? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next creative video.